Welcome to Joe's Astrology. If you're new here, I have many videos on astrology. I specialize in evolutionary astrology where I find your life path and we discuss your life path. If you're interested in that, send me a message. This is the Last Supper painting, and I'm not going to get into everything that is symbolized in this painting, but I am going to get into the fact that this is astrology, and the artist, unlike maybe the Olympics, the artist Leonardo da Vinci did this on purpose. This was not an accident. This was not unintentional. This was intentional. And the Last Supper uh, is a painting about astrology, not Jesus and his disciples. Or you could say it's uh, a painting with astrology hidden in in the painting, and it brings up a lot of questions. But let's start it off here. So um, we have Jesus here in the middle, and there's the sun behind him. Jesus is the Son of God. S-U-N. You see the sun behind Jesus. We have, starting here on the left, we have Aries. This man here is drawn to portray the sign of Aries. Second person here, this man is drawn to portray Taurus. And the third one, this man is here to portray Gemini. And here's where we really start to see the astrological symbolism and the proof of that this is a painting about astrology. We see the third man, Gemini. Gemini is the hands. You see him holding up the hands. Gemini is also the twins. We see the two hands. Not to get into anything else, but the obvious markers here with the two hands as the third person in this lineup here of the disciples. And then we see the fourth person is Cancer, the fifth Leo, and the sixth Virgo, the Virgin, the only female, which seems to be the only female in this lineup of disciples, and it is Virgo, the Virgin. Our second big clue that this is astrology. So we have Virgo in the sixth person, and Gemini in the third, for sure. There's no question. And then the seventh here we have Libra, the eighth Scorpio, and we can see here in the eighth, the man is one of, if not the only one, with a very fierce Plutonian, Mars, scorpionic look on his face. That's the eighth disciple there, Scorpio. Then we have the ninth, Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, the fire sign, we see the person has a reddish hair and is a bigger person. Oftentimes, is a sign of Sagittarius. People, they're bigger people. They have more weight on them, things of that nature. And we see with this being one of the, if not the only person in the lineup here who is a little bit bigger, Sagittarius, the ninth. The 10th person, Capricorn. The 11th, Aquarius. And the 12th, Pisces. Now, I've not really investigated this that much. I'm sure other people have made better investigations of this. I'm just looking at the obvious ones here in this video. The third, right there, Gemini being the third person, Virgo the sixth, the eighth there, Scorpio, the ninth, Sagittarius. If you know a little bit more about astrology, we can get into the some of the more here where we have Aries. You can see he looks more of a guy who's like leading the pack. He's got, his stature. He's kind of leaning forward, as Aries would do, leaning into things. Things like that we can look at and see more evidence that this is astrology. But I'm going to leave you there with that. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Uh, there's much more that, like I said, there's much more that has been said about this. And unfortunately, most people in the world that see this painting will never know the truth that Christianity is or is derived from astrology.